Hey everybody, Llamaman here, but this time it's gonna be a tad bit different, as this time we're doing another episode on pens and pencils. With me, I have these. Your standard special kind of just well wrapped pencil, your basic pen that you find at the dollar store, and these pencils that commonly artists use. Now, what's so bad about these? Well, it's not about them. Kinda, sorta, not really. It's actually what people think of them. See, when I was young, I used to get ridiculed by these things all the time. People would make fun of me. People would constantly ask me do I use a pen instead of a pencil? Because about this. We're doing a test, okay? And I see all the people busting out their pencils, and I'm like, okay, I'll just bust out my pen. No problem, right? That one kid looks over and sees my pen, and he just asks, why not use a pencil? Why are you using a pen? Does it matter? Does it honestly matter that much that we're using pens instead of pencils? It's just my personal preference. I like the grip of pens much more than the one of pencils. What is much more harder than pens anyway? So that way I'm not constantly jabbing the thing into my hands while I write and leaving marks on my fingers. At best, with a pen, I'm only going to get ink on my hands, but that's easily washable. Same with pencil leads, but those marks that a pencil leaves you when you're pressing down really hard, that's not going to wash off. You're going to have to wait a few days. So, what's with the big deal? Is this some sort of mandatory debate? Of course not. These are basic writing necessities. They're just here to help us write. There's so much more things to them, and so much more things like them, like highlighters, crayons, things like that. But of course, there has to be that few people that ask why we use pencils or pens instead of pencils. What's with the big deal? If you're a person who likes pencils or pens or one over the other, that's fine. But I guess people's main argument is that pens run out of ink. And while that is true, don't pencils have the same problem with leads? You constantly sharpen them and they turn it into these little tiny sizes to the point where they're basically pointless anymore, aside from those people that just keep them in their binders or pencil cases or whatever. Just as novelties, I guess. So that makes that argument completely invalid. Basically, my point is, don't get suckered into this debate. It's stupid. Llamaman, out.